Guys, Sean here from Srkcycles.com. We have a 2014 Honda Shadow 750. And this is the Aero. Let's take it for a spin. Now, this is a bike that we actually sold to a nice guy, local guy, and this guy rides so much. He's put 4,000 miles on this bike since we bought it from us. First of all, let's do words of wisdom. Proverbs 15:2. The tongue of the wise makes knowledge acceptable, but the mouth of fools spouts folly. And here's my question. Okay, so he's an older guy. He's been riding bikes his whole life. This guy's been crushing like 15,000 miles a year on motorcycles his whole life. And one of his bikes is, he's had ultras and just giant big stuff, heritages. One of his bikes is a Harley, like 2017 Harley FLS, the new Slim. And the other bike that he loved was this bike. And why do you think that is? Because even though it's a 750, it's still relevant. I was not in the right gear. I didn't think I was, but so even though it's a smaller displacement, I mean, the other bike that he rode, the other bike that he owned was like a 103 cubic inch. A 750 in cubic inches is like 45 cubic inches. You know what I mean? It was double. It was double the engine size. But he loved riding this bike, and it's pretty obvious to see why. It's an easy riding bike. It's got enough power. Yeah, it's no hot rod, but it's got enough. It's got enough to move a grown man down the highway, going the speed limit and more, exceeding the speed limit. It can do that with zero problems. It looks good. They don't look like small bikes. You guys have seen tons of videos of me doing, is it big enough for a man? Now I was trying to get one of the guys to do a video with me called, is the Honda Shadow big enough for two men? And then one of them was gonna round the back. It was gonna be super funny, but they wouldn't want to do it because they're too manly. That guy's riding a Boulevard, I think. So in many ways, the only time you actually need more power than this, it's for yourself. It's not because you need it. Unless you're really big and you're putting your girlfriend on the back and she's also really big. It's a good looking R1. The only time you really need more power than this, yeah, you don't. This could be enough. This could absolutely be all you need for regular daily driving, to get you around, to get you up to speed, to have fun, to hit the back roads, just to cruise and just do all your normal stuff. I mean, I could easily throw my wife on the back. Now, if you're starting doing bigger trips and stuff like that, you might feel a little more comfortable on a bigger bike. But I mean, there's tons of guys who are out there crushing it with 750s. And then every time I post a comment like that, I get these comments on YouTube of tons of people, not tons, but enough guys who are like, I went across the country on a 250. You know what I mean? I'm like, holy cow, on a 250, that's crazy. I mean, that's good for you. You know what I mean? When you hear about someone doing a big trip on a 250, you start thinking, you're like, 750 is a luxury. You know? Anything bigger is just excessive. But these are great first bikes. They're also just great bikes for anybody. Man, it's so nice outside. So incredibly nice outside. You guys have no idea. That car came out of nowhere. So this thing runs good. It's got a great sound to them. At 5,600 miles, it is extremely low miles. And the gentleman that owned it had just traded it in today. We actually, he put floorboards on it because he likes floorboards. But I think he told me that we have the pegs in the saddlebags. The cool thing about the 2014, I think 2013 or 12 was the first year that they started fuel injecting. I don't know what took them so long to fuel inject these things, but they're like, yeah, if it's working. If it's working, why spend the R&D? But they finally started fuel injecting them. They're great. Turn the key, bam, things fire right up. You really can't kill the Honda Shadow 750. They've been around forever, and they're probably going to be around. And what's cool, the cool thing about it is they're not just like keeping it stagnant. They're actually doing new models. They got the Phantom, which looks cool. Everyone loves the Phantom. They've got the RS, which is like their cafe bike, which I think is a great model, very similar. You know, try to kind of compete with like the C-Spec Bolt and that other stuff. And then these things, they sell them at great price points. I don't know what we're selling this one for. Probably less than 5, man, probably around 5. Maybe 5, I don't know, 49, I don't know. Who knows? But it's got a nice windshield on it. Everybody's out. Nobody's riding the gear. No one's wearing the proper gear. They're not smart like us. We know we gotta be safe. We know we got kids at home. Let's get on it a little bit. So this bike has enough power to do what you want it to do, unless what you wanted to do is do wheelies and be like super fast. But you know, it'll be lawful and somewhat above lawful. It's good for it. What's nice about it is it's also good. It's also a good bike if you're a beginner and you're looking to learn how to ride, because it has a very forgiving throttle. And clutch is fairly forgiving, not as much as a Rebel, but it's got a little bit of give to it, which is nice. Alright guys, that wraps it up. Great bike. Remember, check out the description below. This bike is for sale. We sell bikes. We sell tons of bikes all over the country, shipping them coast to coast. We do a walk around video for all of our bikes. This bike is absolutely for sale as of right now. Check out in the description to see our inventory, to see if it's still for sale. If you guys are looking at transporting your bikes and you want to figure out what the best way to do it is, we sell the best straps out there, and we also show you the best method to strap them down. We've been transporting a lot of bikes for a long time. We know what we're doing. So always check out below if you're looking for Bikes and Beards gear. Also in the description below. We're making it real simple for you guys. We'll see you guys later. Don't forget, it's not what you're riding, but where you're going. What's up guys, Sean here from Srkcycles, and thanks for watching the video. Click here to subscribe, click here to see more content, and as always, check out the description box to see our latest inventory and our killer deals, to see how to win a free motorcycle, and also to see our latest Bikes and Beards gear. We'll see you guys later. Remember, it's not what you're riding, but where you're going.